Hi friends, welcome to tutorial days, and in this video you are going to learn how to use show hide functions in JQuery. So here show and hide. First we will take here selector and then this function. So let's see with practical example. So now what I will do, just I will save this as show hide.html. Now let's make here some modification. We have already actually worked on this show hide. Now just let's click remove this part. And here in basic syntax section in the previous video you have already seen that how you can show hide any element using this jQuery. For example, we were hiding this text, right? So big text, and when we click on this hide button, that means this button, then the element was hiding. So now let's go here and show hide. So when we click on this button, actually let's change the event here. So it will be click, right? Click rather than mouse over, because normally people click on the button, not mouse over, right? So here when we click, then this text is getting hidden, hide. But we want to once again display also. So let's create another button and say its name will be show. So and here as well show. Remember this is case sensitive, okay? So always, so now again let's copy here this and here change it to show. So here as well show. Actually in jQuery this function is already written, that is why we are just using these two functions, okay? If you want to check that how this works, then control U, press control U and then open it, and if you type here show, then you can see these functions is written here, right? This dot hide, this dot show. That is why we are just calling those functions here. We are just using, we are not writing here. The function is already written here. So when we click on this, so for showing text we need to change here. When we class show, when we click on the class show, then this should show there. And now let's refresh it and check. If you click, then it is hiding. If I'm clicking here, then showing, right? You can see. So this way you can use show and hide. So let me show you with practical example. For example, here it says read more. So there are two buttons. First one is read more and read less. There is another text here. So there is a long text written here like this, okay? And initially this one will be hidden, style, then display none, okay? Initially this will be hidden. So let's write here uh, more underscore text. So what will happen when we will click on read more, then this text should display, right? So here, so actually, so it will be like this, hide, then show less and show more, okay? So when we click on show this button, then this text should display. The action will be this one. This text should show here, right? When we click on this button, and when we click on this hide, that means read list, then it should hide. So here once again, okay, so now if you check here, refresh, then read more and click on read less. But the problem is that initially it should show read more, and after this it should show read less, right? So how we can do that? Let's go here when we click on read more, the text should get hidden as well as button, the read more. So this one will work here. Dollar this, dollar this, that means this button will be hidden, this dot hide. Okay, and then so read more, the text will appear here, but read more should hide. Dollar this dot hide. Actually this one will be here. Okay, and when we click on read less, in that case this one will, so what will get hidden here, this button will get hidden. But so if we check here, then what is happening, if I click read more, the text is showing and read more is hiding. So let's make modification here. This will hide and show will show here, right? So show button will show here, and in this case hide button will show here, means opposite. So here hide button will show, and in this case uh, show button will hide, show button will hide, and hide button here, hide button will show. Let's check now. Read more, text is coming, read less is coming. If I click read less, then read less is appearing here, but this is not good. Read less, this dot hide, it should hide here. So hide is read less, right? This hide will, this will hide, and show will show, show button will show. Yes, now it's showing and show is coming. One second. So this is good. Read less, read more, read less. So that's it, guys. So let me explain you that how this works. Okay, let's do one thing. Just copy this part and paste on the top so that it will be easier to understand for you. Okay, so this one is for showing the text. If you see here, this is first part. Okay, this is first part. So this is always visible, this always shows. Initially in the starting, this section is hidden because we have written here display none. Okay, now what happens, uh, when we click read more, when we click this read more, that means when this class is called, then this display none becomes display block. That means when we click the button show, when we click this button show, then what happens, this is action, right? And then what happens, this text mode is visible, that means shows. And then this dot hide means this button then becomes hidden, the button on which we clicked. Okay, and then this read less button becomes active, that means this read this hide button, read less button start to show. So what we will have to do, initially this button will also be display, sorry, style display none. So what will happen, if you check here, refresh it, then in the starting it will show read more, it will show read more only. Initially this read less button will be hidden, but when we click on this show button, when we click on this show button, this one, right, when we click on this show button, then what happens, this button will be hidden and more text will come here, and then read less button will appear here, right? Same is happening here. You see, yes, read less now is visible. Why? Because we have written that this read less will be visible, this will be visible, but the read more button itself will be hidden. Now if we click on this read less, that means hide button, what will happen when we click on this read hide button, then what will happen? This text, read more text, means this whole text will be hidden, and this read less button will be hidden, and the show button which is now hidden will be shown. So that's it. It is more of like toggle. So hope, and this kind of example is practical, and this kind of example you can use in your project as well. Now we will see the toggle button. Okay, with this same button we can show and hide any element. For example, let's write a div here. Okay, div style height 200 px, width 200 px, border 1 px red and solid. Okay, and id will be box. Now if you refresh and see, so this is the box. Now let's create one button here below, button show hide box. With the same button, it will show and hide. It will work as 2-in-1. So what we will have to write here. Okay, so id will be id show hide, show underscore hide. Now here let's copy this, and then let's call this show hide, and since it's id, so we need to pass here hash. And then what will happen? So there will be one more parenthesis here. So what will happen when we click on this, then what will happen? So this id box here, this id box toggle, so toggle. Now so what will happen when we click on this button, then with the same button once it will show, and second time when we click it will hide. Okay, so let's click, then button is, this box got hidden. Now when you click it came here. With the same button it is showing, and with the same button it is hiding. So you can perform this task using same button show and hide with this toggle function. Now here you can provide duration. So let's do one thing. Let's comment this box. Okay, in show hide we can provide here duration as well. Let's hide this button also. As you can see it is very fast. Okay, so you can write here uh, so slow fast. So here either you can keep slow or fast. So now if you refresh it, then you can see it is coming slowly, isn't it? It goes fast, but it comes very slowly, so it looks interactive, right? So same way we can, and if you write here fast, fast, and you can, yeah, it comes very fast, isn't it? But not with jerking, it comes smooth, isn't it? And apart from that, you can also provide here time. For example, if I write here 2000, that means 2000 milliseconds, that is 2 seconds. So it very slow, isn't it? Okay, so you can provide here time also, time duration, and through which you can show or hide. So same, if I put here 2000 in hide also, then I'm clicking here, it is coming slowly, and then if you click here, then it is going slowly. So guys, that's it, and hope you understand this, that how the show and hide works, how the toggle works, and how you can also write fast, slow, and how you can provide your own custom uh, timing here. So that's it in this show and hide, and in the next video we will discuss about fade in and fade out. So thank you for watching.